Tonight, we're joined by a Hollywood heartthrob who was once voted the sexiest man alive.
There you go. Well, you might have seen him play an action hero in White House Down.
He got down to the bare essentials in Magic Mike.
He did, and he showed us some very uplifting dockside dancing in Step Up.
You make me lighter. I'm moving with the wind. Love, you know what you got for me. I've got for you too. We can't pretend.
Well, that's a definite 10. Please welcome Channing Tatum.
Hey, Shannon, welcome. Nice to see you.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome.
I'm not having just one.
Every time.
I'm having two.
Every time, sorry.
Have a seat, have a seat.
Thank
So
you.
we were just watching you spinning round on the end of the pier there.
That song actually still gets me. I'm
does it?
not even joking. I'm not saying it for effect. Like, it really does. One, it's a really good song.
Yeah,
two,
and it's a beautiful dance.
Yeah.
With a beautiful lady.
Yeah, we just had our 12-year anniversary, and we just wanted to make sure that we could still do the lift after it's been 12 years. A little harder,
Yeah.
not because she was actually probably lighter, but I'm just getting a little weaker in my old age. All right.
And you and your wife, that's when you met, wasn't it, on the set of Step Up?
Yep. The very, very first time I ever met her was on the audition. She came in for a chemistry read, and she actually interrupted someone else's audition. So I think she just kind of she just sabotaged somebody. She was really nervous, had bad breath, and I was like, that's it, you're mine. I'm marrying you.
Now, Logan Lucky, a new film, which we're going to talk all about later on, had its premiere in London last night. Very glitzy affair, looking very sharp there. But it's interesting because actually over in the States, you decided to go down a different path, didn't you, with promo, and did it in a very different way to that. So just explain a bit about what you were doing over there.
Yeah, usually, I mean, like you guys probably know, to promote a movie, they put you in a hotel room and they bring in, interviewers to interview you about, the movie that are generally really versed in film and stories. And instead of doing that, which that's always fine, but we made the movie about just regular folks in the middle of America in the heartland, and decided to try to do something a little different. So I put a bunch of my buddies in a
This
van.
went viral, didn't it? This
Yeah,
little
this is
dance that you did with
Beatrice.
us there.
That's the Queen Bee, the other one. Yeah, we gave this girl a Harley for her. I think she was 20 years old.
As a present?
word.
Yeah, just Harley gave it to us to give away, and so we tried to give away. We gave away Sunoco cards, which is like a gas station cards.
Yeah.
We tried to give just a little bit back, and still had a little fun. And really, I wanted to know what they wanted to ask. Just normal people wanted to ask me. I asked them questions, and just to change it up, though.
This is a surprise. What you say there, Joe Biden? Ain't seen you in a while. How goes it? Well, I'm sitting on this side of the table wearing a onesie. How do you think it's going?
Well, you look good.
Real good. Fit.
Logan Lucky, directed by Steven Soderbergh, who's come out of retirement to do it. So he did Magic Mike, which was a huge success. There he is, there in the middle, between you and Adam. So how did he sell this film to you then?
We're actually filming Magic Mike 2, and he was just running camera and DPing and editing for his good friend Greg, and he told me that him and the writer Rebecca Blunt were working on something for him to actually come back. And I mean, he's technically done more directing when he was retired than when, but he was just, TV directing, that he doesn't count as, theatrical directing. But I don't know, he's always been a sort of slippery one in that case. And I was like, well, what is it? And he basically said it's just a hillbilly, like basically a bunch of good old boys, rednecks, robbing NASCAR, and that got a good giggle out of me, because most heist movies are like career thieves and like high tech, and to see these guys kind of bumbling their way through
Quite
it.
basic in terms of how they do.
Yeah, I mean, they're just like a family that doesn't do this. They might have knocked over like a liquor store off a dare or something, but not actually like, I bet you won't do it. But they're robbing one of the biggest corporations, sports venues in the country.
And similar to the kind of Ocean's films, you are absolutely rooting for you guys
Oh, yeah.
to achieve. You really are.
Yeah.
But you mentioned the writer there, and she said that this character was kind of based on your life story, your character Jimmy Logan. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I actually played American football in college in West Virginia, weirdly enough, but I was from Florida. So I got to, after I was done, I sort of hung it up. I got to come back to Tampa, which was a little bit more of a metropolis, and it had a lot more opportunity. In America right now, and even probably for a couple decades now, West Virginia, Kentucky, and certain areas of America where the coal industry was kind of the central industry for all the jobs, it just went away. When the coal industry went away, they just shut the doors down, shut the doors, and all the jobs went away. But people were living there. They've had, you know, many generations of families there, and they didn't want to leave. So now they're having to try to figure something else out. And Jimmy just happens to live in one of these towns and is trying to make some sort of semblance of a life.
Yeah, and it's a heist movie, as we said, but it's also quite comedic, as we saw there in the clip, because there's some really good one-liners in there, isn't there?
I mean, Soderbergh is kind of he can be a very serious man and make very serious movies, but I love it when he makes a fun movie. And you know, he's always said, you know, don't try to be funny, be fun, and that's. You know, even though this movie is set in a kind of in a place that is a little bit desperate at the moment, they're really like full of life, and the movie should be that way as well. And I just love these characters. They're just all kind of deeply. They mean a lot to me.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, you produced this as well. So how involved do you get from that side of things? And do you get involved with the likes of Daniel Craig's performance and what have you?
Oh man, Daniel! I don't know. It's a complete coup that we got Daniel in this movie. I mean, I think we got so lucky.
Did you swing that?
No, I think that was all Steven. I mean, when Steven calls, everyone sort of, you know, anyone will pick up his phone call, and just about anybody will do a Steven Soderbergh film. He's just that kind of a filmmaker. But we got really lucky that Daniel was coming out of, you know, the Bond world, and which had kind of, I'm sure it consumes your life. You know, even the press for the thing takes up like a year of your life, traveling around and doing the whole dance. And he just wanted to do something crazy. I think he just wanted to do something outside of that world. And he kills it in this movie.
Well, he looks so different to 007, doesn't he? That's the thing. I mean, his hair's like that bleach blonde. Yeah. What did you do then in terms of preparation for your role? And
I just got to eat pizza and drink beer, like
hard.
Yeah,
you didn't have to be ripped.
Admitted.
You didn't have to be ripped for this one.
No, you did not want to see my shirt off in this movie. It would have been a whole different. You'd been like, "Who's that?" Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, I didn't. It's not like Soderbergh was like, "Look, I want you to gain a bunch of weight for this." I was just like. I just want to, you know, Jimmy Logan would, after work, have beer and pizza, so I just did that.
I'll just go with that.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. Cut to, like, at the end of the film, I'd put on, like, 35, 40 pounds, and I was like, this was for the character, baby. Like, don't, I'll take it off eventually. I got, like, 25 of it off so far. I haven't done that good a job getting it off.
Well, as we said, it's out Friday.
Yeah. So, as the film is called Logan Lucky, we just wanted to work out how lucky you were. So, will you indulge us and play Channing Tatum's Lucky Dip? Come on!
Is that a no?
Yeah, no.
No, it's a yes.
Okay, so you just spin the tombola. There you are, okay, and then I had trouble with this, to be honest. Then you spin it again, and then that comes out, yeah.
There we go.
There
Okay, what's the number,
So
Channing?
lucky 7.
Oh, lucky number 7. You got 7. Okay, right. Tell us about your lucky break and how it involved Ricky Martin.
Yes. Yeah, they were casting for his She Bangs video in Tampa. My buddy was going, and I just happened to be riding with him, and it was sort of just a dance audition, you know. And I'm not a dancer. I never took class or anything, but I was like, all right, whatever. I got nothing to lose, just to go in there and dance around like an idiot. And I ended up getting the thing and getting basically a paid. You didn't make any money. It was a paid vacation to Atlantis in the Bahamas.
Sounds good.
Like, I don't know. It was like, I think I was 19 years old, and it was like me and 4 other guys, and then like 50 women, and I was like, great, you don't need to pay me, I'm good.
It's kind of like the one show tonight in the studio audience. It's like me and you and this lot.
Shall we have a look at the video?
Oh yeah, you're pretty
Come
good
on.
with the cocktail.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Here it is.
Hang on, we're going to need to see that again.
We don't need to see it again.
We need to see that again.
Oh, here we go.
Now, you didn't prepare for that role with pizza and lager, did you? No, you didn't.
There's another flash in there that I have a woman flying around in the air.
There you go. There's that one there for you, Channing.
One.
One, okay. How much of your dancing ability is down to luck or kung fu?
Yeah, I did kung fu from like 9 to about 13, and I think it was really just my parents would need to put me in anything, so I just wouldn't like, I don't know, be getting into trouble. I was a very overactive kid, and anything to sort of just discipline me, but it was a really beautiful thing to, you know, they taught me a lot just about body control and mind control.
Yeah.
Do you still do a little bit now? Just
martial arts, not I don't really do kung fu anymore. I've sort of moved away from my instructor that was in Mississippi, but yeah, just mixed martial arts.
Okay, one more.
on.
There you go. Slip some stuff in. We've got
Well-
problems now.
Nope. We'll
read anyway. Listen.
Let's do 7.
We've got to do it properly.
Again.
We've got to do it properly.
3.
Number three. Okay, how lucky do you feel to have danced with this superstar? It was Beyonce. Can't believe this is not Beyonce. This is you. Beyonce turns up now.
You are brilliant as Beyonce. But then the
there you
real
go.
deal.
Oh Lord.
It's the moment. And your
This
wife was
was-
here as well. This was a.
My
was the lip
wife
sync.
almost had an entire other baby right on that stage.
I'm sure you did. So, did you know that was going to happen?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God.
So I'd got the clue that she was bringing out Paul Abdul. And,
Okay.
And because I knew what song she was doing, we're very competitive people, and I actually had no plan to actually get Beyonce. I'd found her contacts, her people's contacts and emails, and I sent this like stupid video completely with the plan of not getting her and just being able to come out. I wanted to come out with like a cardboard cutout of her and dance with her.
Yeah.
And the day of, I get an email that she is in town and she's thinking about coming. And then it dawned on me that, oh my God, I might have to like dance as Beyonce in front of Beyonce. And like, I still have never met her without looking like her. And we texted and stuff. She's like, yeah, look, we need to hang out, but please just like, don't ever do that again. Like, ever do that again. So yeah.